Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your mid-May 2024 General Tarot update. It's Rena here. How's everybody been doing in May as we keep getting further and further into 2024? I'm having issues with my tripod. I love this tripod though. Yeah, I put it a little bit too tight, so it's not doing what I want it to do because of my adjustments. Sorry. The heart of the matter is the Empress card. This is a card connected to Venus, hence the Venus sign, the heart. And so there can be matters of the heart that you're dealing with. This can be, but I even see what comes into my mind is somebody who wants love. So whether you're in a relationship or not doesn't matter. You may be in a relationship and don't feel that you're getting the love that you're looking for. Leo is a totally romantic sign, so that makes a lot of sense. Or maybe you're single and you're looking to have children. This can be the Earth Mother. And even as a male, even though you don't give birth, you are able to want children. So you may be looking for a person who can best be that individual that you bring life into the world with. But it's not, one of those things that a person takes lightly. So not everyone will do, in other words. And that can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes because somebody wants something that isn't easily obtained. It's easier to go to college and major in something and get a job in that field than it is to find the person that's right for you, because that's kind of like beyond anything you can, take courses on and do stuff like that. So it's very interesting. And I will say that astrologically, look to around May 23rd when there's a full moon in the house that you rule, the fifth house, which is love. And it may dawn on you that somebody that you've kind of put as a platonic friend is really more than that, is really the person that that you're really in love with that person. Or maybe you're able to let go of the love of your life or somebody that has kept you from really embracing new love. Being a fixed sign, it's very hard for you to just, you know, move on with the next. Also, the Empress can be about artistic matters. So definitely Leos tend to be artistic. So are you embracing that side of yourself? In the past position, we have the Ace of Swords, so there could have been some kind of revelation along these lines. Actually, when I think of the Ace of Swords, I think of Uranus in Taurus, or just Uranus, the planet Uranus, and kind of that lightning strike, like Eureka, or, something awakening within someone. I think Uranus is the awakener, so that's why I said that. And the point is that sometimes, with the Ace of Swords, it's like you gain clarity about something, and then that makes it easier for you to move on. Well, gaining clarity in love, I mean, that can be a really great thing. There I go, a little bit better. Gaining clarity in love is so important about what you really need in love, or what you really want to do as a career, and as far as love goes, maybe there is so even like I even see like deception for some people. This is the higher message card, which can be backbiting or gossip, but also I feel like any deceptive behavior, including cheating, And with the Ace of Swords, whenever I see the Ace of Swords, I think of someone who is perhaps cheating or otherwise, like not being honest with you, and then you see the light of that situation. So it I think with the spiritual message of the 5 of Swords, it's like sometimes it's not even just one person. For instance, in the workplace, if you're in a situation where you feel like it's also about being valued and feeling that sense of Venus can be about self-worth. The 5 of Swords can be that there are other people who are also in on it, so to speak, whatever it is. So if you feel like something is funky in the workplace, it might very well be. And you might be like catching on, and that's why I'm getting the 5 of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords. But the 5 of Swords is like bringing other people into this. Same with family matters. It might not just be like this one person that you think is the culprit. What crosses you is the Hierophant, and this is a card for some people. This is about tradition and doing things as they've always been done. It can also be about religion, I think, and the organized religion, especially where it has these uh, do's and don'ts, and it's very controlled. And maybe you're following an outmoded system for you. I'm not talking about morality, though. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about these outer constructs. And some of it has to do with being accepted by others or being respected by others. Leo is all about, I think, respect, self respect on one end, but also receiving that from others. And, when it's not showing up, maybe feeling like, I am not being treated properly because I'm not being respected. But it might be a false paradigm, and you might be trying to fit into something that doesn't belong to you. So, for instance, if we look at the Hierophant as marriage, it might be that you are not meant to experience that. Maybe you're meant to have a child. Maybe you're meant to even be with a partner, but you're trying to do it in a way that doesn't work for you personally. So I think I'm talking to my Leo people who have the moon in Capricorn or Cancer, or Taurus maybe, and you're kind of stuck between two worlds. So you have to be yourself at all times. And also, I always think of the Hierophant with work as corporate type of work where you're expected to conform to their standards. I hear so many people talking about working in a corporate environment and how it sucked at their soul because they didn't feel like they were honored as an individual. And I really don't understand why the corporate environment would be any different than any other type of employment. I really don't. It almost sounds like a cult. But yeah, I mean, if they try to shape people into acting a certain way and dressing a certain, just to fit in with whatever their brand is, or what have you, then maybe it is like a cult. So, yeah, looking at these things, and if you just blindly follow them, these conventions or whatever. What's coming in as the Queen of Wands, I actually think this is your card. They say it's Sagittarius. It definitely is fire energy, which is about individuality, coupled with the water element, which the Queen represents, which is the feminine, the yin, the receptive. So you have the receptive and the active, and both are, they create balance within a person. So this to me is like getting your mojo back. If you have felt this sense of like vulnerability that maybe the Empress kind of represented for some reason. I feel like maybe you'll have some kind of an event that will make you much less likely to give away your power in that sort of way, perhaps. And then we have here the King of Pentacles. It's funny, I get the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, which can actually be very good for money. The Empress can as well. If you've met a male who is an earth sign in particular, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this could specifically relate to those signs. But here we have the Queen and King. What does that mean? Well, I think it means self-mastery. The Queen is always going to be more of an internal thing, where it's like an attitude you adopt. With the Queen of Wands, because it's in that masculine element of fire, it's about mastering your confidence without losing your sensitivity. Sometimes when people are insensitive and confident, we call that cockiness or arrogance. Like thinking you're better than somebody else, thinking that, your needs come first. Whenever you have that feminine influence alongside of it, you're going to always be honoring the other person. This can actually be like a position of authority, like a leadership role, which Leos are born for, actually. So if this happens for you in May or the general vicinity of it, you're going to be the kind of leader, you're going to learn from the mistakes of others who may have used like Five of Swords tactics to try and, one of them would be talking about other people behind their back and kind of like triangulation. I think triangulation is a big one, maybe with the Five of Swords. I've never heard it mentioned, but that kind of suggests to me something along those lines, where you pit people against each other in a very sneaky kind of way. And I feel like you're going to be a very warm encourager of others. The imbalanced Leo is the petty tyrant. So this is like the positive version of that. And then the King of Pentacles is just kind of the outer harvest for all the hard work that you put in to whatever it is that you're doing. Also, it should go without saying, but I'll mention that the Queen and King equal mother and father. So if you are looking to have a child, the person that you may choose will be somebody who's grounded. It's easy to choose somebody who's very flashy and, entertaining, but sometimes it's good to have somebody who's dependable. Having a child is the most important decision that you'll ever make, and you don't want to ever do it lightly. I'm not saying you have to be with an earth sign. I'm just saying somebody that possesses those qualities. Okay, that's what I have for you. And also could be good for money, that's for sure, as I stated. If you would like a private reading, I have some package deals with astrology, and I have all kinds of astrology readings as well as the tarot. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.